Are you looking for good books to read about AI? Well, in this video, I'm going to be reviewing AI snake oil, what artificial intelligence can do, what it can't do, and how to tell the difference, as there is a lot of snake oil in the AI world right now. This was written by Arvind Naraharan and Sayash Kapoor. I'm sure I butchered those names, but if you're interested in this book, you can find a link for it in the video description below. But I hope you enjoy this quick review of AI snake oil. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan, and my mission is to help you navigate the overwhelming world of artificial intelligence. And if you want to know my favorite AI tools and prompts, be sure to get my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. You can find the link for my free guide in the video description or pinned comment below. Let's cut through the noise and talk about what makes AI snake oil so valuable, especially for marketers, developers, and founders who are trying to make smart decisions in an industry full of inflated claims and half-truths. So here's the hook of the book. Not all AI is created equal, and more importantly, not all AI can actually do what it says it can. Narayanan and Kapoor draw a hard line between two categories, predictive AI and generative AI, and they make a bold claim early on. Predictive AI, the kind that tries to guess who will default on a loan, commit a crime, or succeed in a job, usually doesn't work, and in many cases it can't work the way companies are pitching it. Now that doesn't mean all AI is snake oil. That's the nuance. The book is actually optimistic about generative AI, tools like ChatGPT, DALL-E, and image models that remix existing content into new outputs. The authors even admit they use AI for research, code formatting, and content summarization. But they draw the line at systems making life-altering decisions with zero accountability. Let me give you one of the most jaw-dropping examples from the book. There was a case where an AI system told an 85-year-old Medicare patient she was ready to leave a care facility after 17 days, but she was still in severe pain and needed assistance just to walk. Despite this, her insurance coverage was cut off because the machine said so, and the kicker, there was no human in the loop. What AI snake oil does better than most is unpack how these decisions are being made. We're talking about automated systems trained on past data, often making assumptions about people's lives with no real accountability. Hiring, healthcare, insurance, these models are showing up everywhere. But here's the punchline. They're being sold as science, when in reality, they're often just high-tech guesswork wrapped in slick branding. And it's not just about bad predictions. The book drills down on how predictive AI systems reinforce existing inequalities. Think about how predictive models in education might steer lower income students away from lucrative STEM majors, not because they lack ability, but because the model said they might not succeed. These tools don't just reflect bias, they magnify it, systematize it, and make it look like data-driven objectivity. On the flip side, the authors don't ignore the real-world impact of generative AI. They acknowledge the chaos, fake books on Amazon, AI-written financial advice that's flat out wrong, and mushroom foraging guides that could literally kill someone if taken seriously. But they also show how, with practice and responsible use, these tools can actually assist in meaningful ways. The danger isn't the tools themselves, it's how they're sold and who's incentivized to misuse them. There's also a fascinating chapter on facial recognition, which flips the conversation. Most people assume facial recognition is bad because it's inaccurate, but the truth is actually more dangerous. It's too accurate, and in the wrong hands, that accuracy enables mass surveillance, social control, and corporate abuse. This is where the authors shine, highlighting not just when AI doesn't work, but when it does and still causes harm. One of the strongest sections in the book is their deep dive into the AI hype ecosystem, researchers chasing publications, companies chasing funding, and media chasing clicks, all of them feeding into a vortex of inflated claims. One example that stuck with me was a study that claimed to predict hit songs with 97% accuracy. It went viral, but when the authors reran the numbers correctly, the model performed no better than random chance. It's a recurring theme. Everyone wants to believe the machine knows something we don't, but when the math breaks, the business models don't. You've got tools being sold to HR departments, school systems, and courts with zero independent validation. No peer-reviewed proof, no audits, just marketing. So why should someone who's into AI, especially from a business or marketing angle, read this book? Because this book will sharpen your BS detector. It'll give you the vocabulary to spot inflated claims. You'll start asking the right questions. Does this tool actually work? What evidence do they have? Is it tested on real-world data or cherry-picked demos? And honestly, in my experience working with clients and evaluating tools, those questions alone will save you from making costly mistakes. I'll leave you with this. OI Snake Oil doesn't just tell you what's broken. It gives you a framework for thinking clearly about what's possible and what's not. It's skeptical without being cynical, critical but constructive. So if you're in this space, whether you're building, investing, marketing, or just experimenting, this is required reading. And if you've ever felt like AI vendors were selling you magic beans, this book confirms your instincts. You're not crazy. The hype is real, but so are the consequences. Thanks for watching. If you got value out of this breakdown, drop a comment and let me know your thoughts on AI Snake Oil. Have you read it? What was your biggest takeaway? And if you haven't read it yet, let me know if you plan to check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and grab my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. It's linked below in the description and pinned in the comments. Until next time, keep building real businesses with real tools that solve real problems.